Hi everyone, I'm Kate. Welcome back to my channel, Find Your Treasures. I'm really happy that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about that horrible feeling that we've all felt at some point, and it's mum guilt. And we can't help it, but some of the times as a mum, we just feel like we can't do it all. We're not doing it right. And most importantly, we're not spending enough time with our children. We have that horrible feeling that maybe we're working too much or we're just too busy doing other things and we're not actually spending that quality time with our children. And so today we're going to talk about that one together, and I'm going to share with you the tips that I've learned over the last decade as being a mum of how I managed to get mum guilt and scrunch it up and throw it in the bin. So let's dive into it. How do we crush mum guilt and kick it in the bin once and for all? Well, what I've discovered is play is the way. Play is the answer, and spending time with our children, playing with them, is how we can actually just get rid of that feeling of mum guilt. And I know for many of us, that idea of saying, oh, play with your children, spend time playing, really gives you that feeling of like, oh, but it's just so hard. Like I'm working or I'm just so busy or I spend so much time working that I come home and at the end of the day, I'm too tired to play. So today we're going to go through 7 tips about how it's going to help you find that time, create that time to play with your children and actually have fun enjoying playing while you're doing it. And so we're going to dive into those 7 tips. So tip number 1, think of it like exercise. So I know for a lot of us, exercise is something that we really don't want to do. We don't want to go to the gym. We don't want to work out. I know some people enjoy it, but I am an example of someone who doesn't like going to the gym, but I know that I need to work out. I know that I feel better when I work out, and playing with our children is exactly the same thing as exercise in the sense that it might be something that you find really hard to actually sit down and do, but it's similar to exercise in the sense that once you've done it, you feel so much better. And you feel better because you've spent that time connecting with your children in the language that is the language they speak, which is play. Now, why do our children love playing so much? I mean, we all know as parents, sometimes, for example, like say you're saying, go and brush your teeth over and over again, and your children just aren't going to do it. But then I remember learning a good one when I was a young mum that if you said to your children, can you hop to the bathroom to brush your teeth? Or even better, I bet you can't hop all the way to the bathroom to brush your teeth. Oh my gosh, watch them go. They'll be heading off to the bathroom very quickly, hopping along to get there because we've incorporated play into that chore. So for us, thinking of spending time playing with our children, like spending time doing exercise, is the tip. And we can carve out, say, 30 minutes or an hour in the same way that we would schedule in a 30-minute or an hour workout. We can think about scheduling in 30 minutes or an hour of playing with our children. So tip number 2 is the 30 minutes or an hour that you've decided to spend time playing with your children. Put it on a timer. Go to the microwave and put in the 30 minutes and put the timer on, or put the timer on your phone. Just in the same way that you treat exercise, you'd actually go, okay, I'm going in, I'm going to do it for this amount of time. So you put it on the time, on the microwave, or if you're putting it on your phone, then you put your phone away, because being uninterrupted is what really makes this work so well. And I know we all have our phones on us and near us, but the better thing to do is just put the timer on and then put your phone away from where you're going to play. Now, tip number 3, what are you going to play? Now, this is the easiest one. And you'll be so surprised at how quickly this will work. So if you just turn to your children and say, what are we going to play? Just wait, and they will tell you. So depending how old they are, they'll either start telling you they want to play Lego, or they want to play trains, or they want to play Barbies, or they want to build something together. They'll very quickly let us know what their favourite thing to do is and what they want to play with you. And I feel like this one works really well if you let them choose. Because you think of your child's whole day, whole week, often they're being told what to do all the time. They're going to school, they're being told what to do at home, they're having meal times, or they've got to go have a shower or go to bed. They've got so many things they have to do. So actually giving them that ability to answer the question and say, what do you want to play, and let them tell you what they want to play is one of the really, good tips on how this actually becomes a really great moment of connection for both of you. Okay, tip number 4. So you've decided to play, your child has chosen it, maybe they've decided to play trains, and you've got the timer on and you're ready to go for your 30 minutes or your hour. How do you actually enjoy it? Now, for a lot of us, because we're busy working and we're spending so much time in our left logical brain, we really find it challenging to actually sit down and enjoy playing trains. Or maybe you find it really hard. You don't know what Barbie does anymore. How do you actually play in the Barbie house? So the secret behind actually enjoying it while you're playing with your children is connecting with your inner child. So remembering what it was like that when you were little, what did you enjoy doing? And if you were, say, for example, I'm playing Barbies with my daughter, how would I actually enjoy it myself? Well, often she would assign me as the Barbie who was in charge of, say, like the dress shop, and the other Barbies had to come and go shopping. So I really do love clothes. I love fashion. And the way that I really feel like I get into it and enjoy it is I remember like, oh, how would I set up a dress shop if I had a dress shop? I really get into that role. And you kind of just relax and let yourself not be so serious and enjoy having fun and just being silly. So I would set up my dress shop. I'd make it really nice. I'd have my clothes, my different racks. And then the Barbies would come along and go shopping. And you just get into the character of it. With my son, he would always choose to play trains. He loves playing trains. So for me, how would I actually make it really fun and enjoyable? I turn it into a bit of a challenge. So I would say to him, how about, do you think we can get the trains to go all the way down the hallway and back again? Or maybe could we try and get a track going outside that goes from the back of the house all the way around the house to the front? Do we have enough tracks? Can we make it there? So by doing that, I'm actually connecting with my inner child and actually letting myself spend time moving over from my left logical way of thinking into my right creative brain and just being playful. Now, tip number 5 is while you're having fun, you're playing, the microwave is on, the timer's going to count your 30 minutes or your hour. How do you actually stop yourself from worrying about the mess? Well, think of it like your exercise example. While you're doing your workout or while you're going for your run, the last thing you're thinking about is when you're going to wash your gym clothes or when you're going to wash your gym socks. You're not worrying about it. You're not thinking about that. That's a future problem. So in your time that you've spent, that you've allocated in your 30 minutes or an hour while you're playing, don't worry about the mess that you're creating, because that's actually like your left logical way of thinking as an adult of who's going to tidy this up. When you're in the moment, just go for it. Just have fun, make a mess, allow it to be, the dolls to go everywhere, all the doll clothes to go around the room, or the trains to go all around the house, the Lego to go everywhere. Don't worry about it while you're enjoying it, because you're going to miss the opportunity of actually having fun in that little moment that you've scheduled. Now, tip number 6 is, what about if you've got more than one child? And how do you actually spend time playing with them when they might be of different ages, or maybe they're into different things? And this is a tip that I'm going to share with you. It's called the schedule, and I'll show you a little bit closer in a second. It is something that helped me so much as a mum, especially on school holidays. So I've got a son and a daughter, and they're into different things. So they like to play different things. And what I found so helpful would be I'd draw up a little chart like this, and I'd stick it on the door or a window. And it actually has different time slots. I'd set like little hour time slots. I'd write everybody's name and I'd write what they'd be doing. So I would allocate actual little bits of time. So for example, I'd spend an hour playing trains with my son, and here on both of our little sections, it'll be trains with mum, trains with Josh. Then Barbies with mum, with my daughter, and Barbies with Emily. So it was really clear for my kids to know who was doing what at which time. You can see, watch a bit of TV, put a movie on in the afternoon, all have lunch together. Dad's doing his work and then a workout. But my kids would find it really easy to know. They'd love it. They'd run up to it. They'd be pointing, what am I doing next? And then the types of activities that they could play by themselves, they'd understand that, okay, between this time I'm doing Lego by myself, or, between this time I'm painting. And then I found it really helpful because I'd also put down some chores and things like that on my little column, so they'd understand that I couldn't actually play with them the whole day, but they're getting this really great time together with me. And then they'd be getting my sort of, uninterrupted attention, and they'd understand then that that's, a really great time together. So that really, the schedule really helped me for my kids to understand, then they get one-on-one time with me playing whatever they chose to play. So it gives them that freedom of choice, which I feel like is so lacking for our kids a lot in the classroom at schools, because they don't get to choose much. It's really great if we can allow them to have some choice at home. It helps them, I think, with if you are kind of instructing your kids too much on what's happening, they get that form of resistance. They really don't want to do many other things because they're always being told what to do. So the more we can kind of allow them to have choice and to choose, it just gives them, I don't know, a sense of like inner authority and confidence about themselves. And you get to find out what they're really like, what they're into. So, and you actually get to spend, great time together doing something that they love. So there you have it. I know it doesn't sound like something complex, but I found that with some really simple ways to help me carve out little bits of time to have quality time together with my children. And they would then it would fill their cup. It nurtures their soul. And I would just remove my mum guilt. I just throw it in the bin because I wouldn't have that feeling of nagging over me in the back of my mind that I'm not spending enough time with them, because I know I've spent that wonderful quality time with them actually playing, getting into the character or the role of whatever I'm playing and having fun together. And it really just lights us all up, and it helps us helps us shine, helps us feel connected, and it really just kicks that mum guilt away. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear in the comments what you think. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.